Hello, welcome back to Father of Two Plays Batman the Telltale series, Episode 2. So I just started it, we'll see the previously on, and then we'll continue on. Previously on Batman the Telltale series.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Don't touch me. It's
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham.
For the
Harvey
better?
Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you talk about my dad!
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. I bet.
That's foreplay
This
for
is
them.
Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they?
We're all being played here, including you. Christ almighty! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Wonder how much truth there is to that. I'm sure Bruce does as well. Alright, well let's see where we start off here. I'm excited. The tension is palpable. Bat tension. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. And is awesome. Everything is awesome! Okay, a dark and stormy night. The Wayne Memorial Auditorium, and the debates are happening. Ah, that's the theater they went and saw Zorro at, I guess?
Do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
Wonder how often he finds Bruce
I thought
here.
I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this.
Mob money
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce.
behind Wayne Fortune.
More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years.
What would you have me do? You were a child.
Not anymore, Alfred.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
Very true. In
Hill
a lot of
greased
ways.
the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners.
Wow,
Nothing
really?
happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill.
I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want
Probably
you
what
to
got him
know,
killed, too.
I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you.
Good on you, Alfred.
I hope you can forgive me.
Yeah, we're still family,
How could I
Alfred.
hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Yeah, we definitely made some enemies, or he
If
did.
my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think? You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
I've always
Maybe there was some
assumed
detail I overlooked.
Batman has an eidetic memory. I don't know if it ever says for sure in any of the lore. Probably somewhere it says that he does and he doesn't. There's so much stuff about Batman out there. So we're gonna relive the last moments of our
standing
parents'
here.
life?
Right now.
Lives?
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
Yeah, we'll serve justice.
I take him to jail. Just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
You don't know that for sure. He could have had a wife and kids. I mean, maybe he does know that for sure. I don't know that for sure. Talk to Alfred.
Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
Okay. So we got 2 more things to check out. Let's check out the graffiti. It was still there then.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
Would be hard to see him.
I can't picture
way.
him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
Bruce looks a lot like him. As I guess is the norm with children.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
The Mask of Zorro, I believe, is the film.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Of course you do, Bruce. Your whole life has been about it. What's going on? Okay.
Stay back!
It had something to do with this criminal enterprise.
They told me you had it coming.
They told me you had it coming.
To do this.
Wonder if he was told to kill the kid. Very few people could imagine how terrible that would be. I imagine. Really? You thinking about shooting a little kid?
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a bug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Oh, he's gonna pay. He's probably in the hospital now. Wow, what a beginning. I wonder where it's gonna go from here. If our father really was corrupt, then what does that mean for us moving forward? Will we lose our fortune? That would not be good for the Batman. The Batman likes gadgets.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier.
Bruce is what, 6'2"?
Last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay.
That means Harvey's got to be 6'4".
At least tell me what this is about.
At least.
Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
This is a personal matter, Harvey.
Fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but that must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr.
Not
Wayne.
in my pocket.
Bend the rules whenever you need it.
Harvey's not in my pocket, Lieutenant. He always does what he thinks is right.
Well, it's lucky your interests align.
Such a pessimist, Gordon.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
She tried to shoot us, didn't she? I seem to
Keeping
remember
Falcone
that.
in the
Well, as
infirmary.
Batman, obviously.
He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Distance
I know
ourselves.
he does a lot for the department, but honestly, Batman freaks me out.
Oh, he's definitely freaky. But I'm glad he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
All right, let's see what happens. Oh, a little sink there. That's weird. I hope that doesn't continue. That was a little odd. He doesn't look like he's doing too good. Children of Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father'd sew me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close.
I wonder. I guess they may have
More
been.
than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
Yeah, how are we
Damn
family?
shame, you ask me.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it.
This guy's got
Morphine's
an awesome
on the
voice.
side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Yeah, I'll do the right thing. Help him with this pain. Vengeance is a
40
dangerous
years I
thing.
keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
Not a murderer.
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you.
He
Just
might not
like
be the
that
worst
reminds
man
me
in
of your
Gotham,
mother.
you know?
Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me.
I lost her so young. I hardly remember anything about her.
She had steel in her, did Martha. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
I
You
tend
can't
to believe
trust
them.
anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
Whoa! What the?
They're waiting
What
for
in
you
the
in hell!
What is with her lips?
The bastard had to die.
Wow. What just happened?
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Shit. Just as we might have got some clarity, too. What was with her lips? Is it that drug, maybe? That Carmine said he was being framed about? Like he was selling them, but then they cut him out of the deal, I think he said. What just happened?
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
Yeah, something was definitely wrong with her.
This close, we were this close!
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
I don't think that's it.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this.
You gotta weigh with words.
Spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The
truth is the most
she
important.
Walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell
What
me if she
happened,
says
Montoya?
anything. I have to know why she did this.
Yeah, you and me both.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Do some bat scanning. Okay. Neck. Skin. Let's scan the skin first.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
Messed up. Okay, anything else? Just looks like the neck and the mouth.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
So somebody shot her up.
Of course. I'll be in touch
With
as
that
soon as I have
nerve
the result.
agent, I'm betting.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Let's get her memory before we tell her what
Everything
happened.
is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence.
No conscience.
There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to.
I feel
no
like
matter
Scarecrow's
what.
gonna show up.
The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
You have to remember more, Montoya. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Revolution! Penguin maybe then.
Cobblepot said
Oswald.
something similar.
Yeah. We're on the same level there, Bruce.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah,
Well, she was
don't
drugged.
worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm in a rush.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
Sorry, Vicky.
Word is there were shots fired.
Important things.
Near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Always digging for a story, huh?
So it's true?
I didn't say that.
Listen, I owe you for those files on Falcone. I got a lot of credit at the Gazette for that story. Whatever's going on here, you can't afford to be associated with it.
True.
Let me help you. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
And there's more to it than you think, Vicky. Please investigate. Pressed for time. I wanted to tell her more. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. I'm sure it will. Oh, man. A lot of intense happenings right in the beginning here. Which I like. Very good. Very good, sir. Yes. A bat car. Alright.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
Maybe
It's
more refined or
ironic that
weaponized.
Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
He said we were family. He did say
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Okay. Oh, well, we can move around. Okay. So we're gonna check out the two.
The men at the docks were doused
dock
with
one
the base
first.
chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Where's my pointer? There it is. Let's look at the new one. It looks more refined to me.
This refined drug is like a weapon.
Probably
it only
on
took a
purpose. It
small
looks that
injection
way
to
to
strip
me.
Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting
Anarchy.
your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
We'll follow the leads, though.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses. The things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
That's my timer. So, next time I see it save, I will end the episode. Which will probably be after this. Select a drone to search for... Okay. Oh, I see. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh, there it is.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message!
They talking about Catwoman, probably? And that did sound like Oswald. Down here? No. These things are fast. Look how quick they fly around the city. Oh, we almost had it. There we go. Right there.
Bring me her head!
Yeah, they're talking about Catwoman, I'm sure now. They probably wanted the evidence on Falcone to come out. Of course, it's right up. Is that Ace Chemicals?
No, you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
Now we can triangulate the location to the Skyline Club. Moving it up in the world quick, Oswald.
Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Oh yeah. Time to put on the cowl. Okay, well, I guess I'll end the episode here. So, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is FatherofTwo, signing off.